In 2016, what do we have to look forward to? Will the world end? Will we terraform Mars?
Will my Mitomo get new jeans?
We really don't care about any of that. The only thing we care about is our top 5 games of 2016. Welcome to episode 2 of Nerdstrodamus. Once again, I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm Lambo.
And on this episode, we're going to be talking about our top 5 games of 2016. Now, to start out, we realized that we're about 3 months into 2016, and we've missed some game releases. So to start off, Lambo and I would like to talk about what we've currently been playing. Lambo, what have you been playing?
There's a lot of good stuff playing. To be honest, right now, I know it's a little bit of a bro game, but Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege has been my main game I've been playing. It's awesome. It's ridiculous. I love to just go in there with a team of 5 other guys, and it's so fun. The main thing about it is that everything you do matters. If you die, you're done, and you have to wait till the end of the round to go back in. And so that tactical piece of the game, I think, is a lot of fun. It's totally been taking up all my time.
That did come out in 2015, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was like the tail end.
Yeah, it was like December 1st.
So we'll count it as 2016.
Yeah.
Personally, I've been playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth for the PS4. I picked it up on a whim, mostly because over the past year, a lot of people have been importing it and reviewing it and saying how great it is. And I'm a huge sucker for Japanese RPGs. I'm a huge sucker for monster raising games. I'm a huge sucker for anime stuff. So I picked it up, and in all honesty, I love it. I've sank a little over 10 hours into it right now with the little time I have to play games. And I gotta say, the thing that gets me the most is how deep the monster raising aspect is. It is crazy how deep that aspect is. Not only can you evolve monsters, you can de-evolve them, learn all kinds of skills, and just opens up a whole wide range of customization. That, and the story's more adult than anything I'm used to with a Digimon story. That, and the art style's done by, I believe it's the same person who did all the Devil Survivor games on the DS. So
excellent, good. Yeah, this is exciting because 2016 is here. It's the year I think that a lot of companies are finally like delivering on their promises. Like this generation is finally becoming this generation.
I hope so.
Yeah, they announced Final Fantasy so long ago. They announced all kinds of things.
Kingdom Hearts 3. Zelda Wii U.
We have no idea, and hopefully this is the year when all of our dreams come true.
Maybe. We'll see. So we'll jump into our top 5 games. We're going to start at number 5, work our way up. So starting at number 5, my number 5 game of 2016 is Overwatch, which Blizzard game, MOBA style. I'm not a MOBA player, but the style of the game really got me, and it is a first-person shooter, which I can get into. I do enjoy some first-person shooters, especially ones I can play online with my friends. You and I, we play a lot of Destiny, and just one of those games I feel like I could really get into, and the style gets to me. So
yeah, absolutely. And it's Valve was making it, right?
Blizzard.
Oh, Blizzard, of course. They're of course huge with all the League of Legends and everything like that. So they know MOBA, they know how to do it, and so it's kind of exciting to move forward here.
Did they do Dota?
Yeah, I think they did.
Okay, they did Dota. Yeah. Okay. So that's my number 5 game. What about you, Lambo?
Mine, to kind of go opposite you, I'm going total bro game again. Here we go. Doom. I just got done playing the multiplayer beta this morning. It takes me back to 1997. You have a health bar. You blow guys up with the main loadout is a rocket launcher. You don't use machine guns in the main loadout.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh. It's colorful. At least the multiplayer beta, it's colorful. There's items to pick up. When you die, you get to pick a modifier, so you can actually highlight the person that killed you last, and you can go after them this round. Or it shows you what every enemy's health is left. And there's a new mode. It's sort of like King of the Hill. It's called Warpath, and it's sort of like a moving hill. The hill just moves through the level.
So it doesn't like bamf around like most King of the Hills.
Yeah, exactly. It just slowly moves, and so you're just chasing the thing the whole time, and you get to see where it's going. The path is highlighted in the level. So it was absolutely ridiculous. I'm super excited for Doom.
I need to try it out before I'm excited for it. Yeah. Not to say like you shouldn't be, but I need to try it out.
Yeah.
Number 4. My number 4 pick is Star Ocean 5, Faithlessness and Integrity, or Integrity and Faithlessness. I forget the subtitle. It's Star Ocean 5. I'm a sucker for a JRPG, and I like the Star Ocean games, and I really wanted to like the last one. The only reason I didn't was the art style. The faces kind of took me out of it. This new one, they're not trying to go hyper-realistic, so we won't have plastic-looking, realistic faces, and it's got that anime style, and again, I'm a sucker for sci-fi things too, so this looks really cool and a more traditional, possibly RPG.
Absolutely. I remember, a lot of the Star Ocean games kind of play a little bit like Final Fantasy 12. That kind of thing.
It's like a cross between Final Fantasy 12 and the Tales series a little bit.
So if you're unfamiliar, it's almost MMORPG-ish, where you have a team and you kind of send out attacks, and you can jump between different characters and stuff. Usually.
Right.
In the last couple at least, right?
Yeah.
So. All right. Mine then, to kind of go counter to you, is No Man's Sky. This was sort of kind of I jumped on the train late on this one. I saw it in the beginning, and it seemed like it was going to be a little bit of a kind of a gimmicky kind of a game where it's like, hey, we created this entire universe, we have no idea what's in it. You're going to go to planets that nobody else has ever gone to and probably will never find because the game is so big.
It sounded like almost like it was a tech demo style game
Yeah.
where we're just going to test out the technology, see what we can do with it. Here's a giant universe. But
yeah, but it sounds like more and more that they keep showing more about it, that there is a lot of direction in the game, I guess. There is a story. There is kind of like something to do, but then there's all this other fun stuff to do on the side. They haven't completely gone into detail about how multiplayer might work, how if you can meet up with your friends and go exploring, or if you can just like leave trails for your friends, kind of like in Dark Souls, where you can like leave messages for other people to play. So that might be a possibility, but nonetheless, No Man's Sky is one of my top 5.
And again, it's a game I have to look at before I can really get excited for. I like sci-fi things, but I want to see what they do with it. Moving on to number 3. Now, we're both big Nintendo fans, so our number 3 games are both Wii U titles coming out, but very different. Lambo, yours?
Mine is Star Fox Zero. It's going to be insane. I mean, come on. When was the last time a good Star Fox game came out? When we were 12?
1997?
Yeah. So
whenever Star Fox 64 came out.
So, Rumble Pack. I mean, we're talking that far back, right? But it looks amazing. They brought back the original voice cast. It's going to be the completely, new levels and new designs for a lot of things. And they're bringing back some kind of like some classic things. They're bringing back the Landmaster tank. They're bringing back the concept-only little like chicken walker
that was supposed to be in Star Fox 2 that never got released.
Indeed.
So
it's very exciting.
That is very exciting. Mine, on the other hand, is the name Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, which if you're watching this and you say I have no idea what that is, this is the Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem game that Nintendo promised like 3 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't say anything about for a while. Now, I love it. Everything they've shown about it, the video, it looks like such a weeaboo game, and I am hooked. The problem a lot of people have, though, is it doesn't look like a Mega 10 game, like a Shin Megami Tensei game. It looks like Persona, and at the same time, it doesn't look like Fire Emblem. Because the game itself appears that you're playing as characters who summon personas, but all the personas are Fire Emblem characters in almost a demonic or monster form, which to me looks awesome. I love the Persona games. That, and there is this focus on the pop idol scene in Tokyo, and there's going to be animated music videos, brand new music recorded just for the game. It sounds ridiculous, happy, awesome.
It has this kind of, is there like a kind of pop star thing going on, or like reality TV? What's the situation going on with it? What's the aesthetic?
To be perfectly honest, I'm not entirely sure. They haven't elaborated on it too much, other than it does cover a huge like pop idol scene. So you've got like the pop singers, and there's a bunch of different music videos that tie into it, and a bunch of the characters who summon the personas / Fire Emblem characters are pop idols.
Yeah, we'll find out when it comes out, I guess. Right?
That comes out in June, so only a few more months. Moving on to number 2. Both games we never thought we'd get sequels to. So, you up first, Lambo?
Okay, my number 2 is, well, I guess I can't really say we're expecting a sequel, but it's called Mighty Number 9, and it's a spiritual successor to the best video game series of all time. I'm saying it right now. and I will never contradict myself. Mega Man. It's a Mega Man game, essentially. I mean, in spirit.
I'd agree with you, by the way, on the best series ever.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to argue.
It's hard to say. I mean, Mega Man. It's a video game incarnate. It's a good video game. It's made by Keiji Inafune, who is, of course, classically known for being the one who, made Mega Man, created him, and now kind of is, outside of Capcom's jurisdiction, creating a new character that kind of plays similarly, and it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it's totally awesome.
I'm holding back on that just because with the fact that it's been bumped how many times now, release date wise?
I've cried about 6 times now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So at this point, I'm starting to lose a little faith. That could change, and it could be an amazing game. But I just want to wait till it comes out.
And a lot of Kickstarter games, people have been burned on some Kickstarter games and stuff like that. Some bad things have happened, and hopefully this one will actually, because it has the pedigree behind it.
It does. And to be honest, at least that company, they've done Azure Striker Gunvolt. They've shown us some video of Mighty Number 9. There's been demos people have played. It's out there. It's not just some scam. So it is going to come out. I'm losing a little faith as time goes on. Now, my number 2 is ZTD, or Zero Time Dilemma, which is Zero Escape 3.
Hey, hold on a sec.
999, 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors. That game, the year that came out, that was my game of the year. I spent so much time trying to get every ending on that game. For anyone who doesn't know or isn't familiar with this series, it was a really niche title that came out towards the end of the DS's life, 999. And it's a visual novel style game that's also paired with a room escape game, but the ideas behind it, you have all this pseudoscience making up the plot. There's a lot of... I can't even describe what this game is like. It's so ridiculous. It's so addictive. The plot was amazing in 999. And then a few years later, I think it was 2013, we got the sequel, Virtue's Last Reward. Or maybe it was 2012. I don't remember what year. But nonetheless, the year that game came out, Virtue's Last Reward, the sequel to 999, was my game of the year that year because I got so addicted to it.
And I only just beat the game this past week, so I'm coming off the Virtue's Last Reward high as well. It was insane. It's a totally different kind of game. It's cerebral. It's intense. You have to be intelligent to just even wrap your brain around it, and it's fun. It's just absolutely insane.
And we're not just talking about intelligent for the sake of puzzles, but the story itself. The story itself is deep. You have to put a lot of thought behind it, and you may even have to do a little research to understand what some of the people are talking about, because it gets into a lot of real scientific stuff, well, pseudoscientific stuff, but things that people have talked about in the past. So, I mean, Zero Time Dilemma, that comes out in June. I cannot wait. It's finally going to put a closer to the end of the story because, as you know, Virtue's Last Reward ended on cliffhanger.
Absolutely.
So I'm very excited to finally get an end to that and just to play more Room Escape. And here comes our number 1. So on the count of 3, let's both just yell out our number 1. All right? 1, 2, 3. Final Fantasy 15.